as we continue on today's show, Rivalry Week. And I have taken the liberty to choosing the 5 games that I felt that was most important. We might not get through all 5 of them, but Cool McCain, you're the guest for today. You get first pick of which way you want to start. And here's are your 5 games that I thought had the biggest impact of the week.
We can start at the top, sir. My good man.
All right, Cool McCain wants to focus on the Georgia Bulldogs continuing to own the old fashioned rivalry, or should I say old fashioned hate, over Georgia Tech. This time in the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So, Mr. McCain, what would you like to say about the Bulldogs' 16-9 win over their country state rivals?
I'm still trying to understand the concept of, they kept it close and, it was a good game and, blah, blah, blah. They lost. And to quote Nipsey Hussle, the last time that I checked, a loss was a loss. No one should give monkeys, what, right, left, or both. Tech held Georgia to 16 points and only lost by a touchdown. You lost. You took what my good man, Mr. Johnson, would say a big fat L.
Thank you. Yes, they took a big fat L.
But because the country likes Georgia Tech, certain players from the team, they're one of the few ACC teams that can catch a little stray glizzy globbling time to time. And I feel like they're getting that for only losing by 7 points. I haven't heard a lot of people say, Georgia, shame on you for only winning by 7. But I'm hearing a lot of, Georgia Tech kept the game to 7 with Georgia. Num, 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 num. Oh, close my eye. I don't want to give my eye. Why?
Maybe people are surprised that Georgia Tech is actually building a team in football for once. I mean, they did go in. How many overtimes they went in last year in Athens?
What was it? 8?
That game would not end.
And how many did Georgia Tech lose by last year?
What's this? It was 7.
2 points. Because after that, they kept going for 2 points.
Right,
so one score. It just so happened that they were with the 2 points, but again, one score. Mm-hmm. So are we truly surprised that the team who took them to what, 7 you said overtimes? I couldn't even remember how many it was.
Like 7 or 8. It was up there.
Yeah.
Are we truly surprised by that? Should Georgia Tech be getting their glizzies globbled for that? Help me understand.
Outside of the three of us, people see the G in the T and they don't think football, but they look and they see the record Georgia Tech has, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is not a one-hit wonder.
Wait till they lose their quarterback, then we'll talk.
It's like how Coach Johnson feels about Vanderbilt. he don't believe it, but it's happening.
Wait until they lose their quarterback.
That's how Georgia Tech is the ACC version of Vanderbilt.
Yes, they are. Well,
again,
Duke tops them.
Wait until they lose their quarterback. Then come talk to me about Georgia Tech.
Right.
Yeah, I believe he'll be going after this year.
We'll see.
The fullback that's throwing the ball for Georgia Tech. Wait till he's gone.
Mr. Johnson, which of the 5 games have your interests?
Well, Miami did what they were supposed to do, so it's not that. The doctors, lawyers, and engineers embarrassed Rocky Top,
in the second half.
and yeah,
Jeez.
in the second half, but that's not where my attention is. And shout
Well,
out to
I know where your attention is at. That's
Ge-
why I asked it that
yeah,
way.
I know that's why you asked it the way you did. Georgia, I'm 100% with cool. The fact that you all are struggling to win is making me look real horrible because you should not have struggled to beat Georgia Tech by 7. Not saying that Georgia Tech is a horrible team, but you're supposed to be better than they are, and you're not proving it. And Ohio State finally got off the schneid and beat Michigan and made the game boring. I wanted you to make the game boring because you were far better than Michigan, and Michigan has basically a Pop Warner program from 1930 that plays offense. But where I am focusing my attention on is them crappy Aggies getting that L in Austin. You all deserve that. And for all of you in College Station, when you all had the delusions of grandeur, thinking that you were going to be national champions and would go all the way past the SEC championship game undefeated, now you ain't going to the SEC championship game at all. I love it. I love it. I love it. This was beautiful. Oh my gosh. I mean, the only thing that would have been more beautiful is if the point score was greater. That's the only thing that would have been more beautiful. But I will say this in all honesty. Congratulations, A&M. You had a wonderful season. You have a great team, and Marcel Reed is the real deal. Don't mess him up because if he stays there next year, you have a chance to actually be a national championship contender. But I'm glad that you took the L in Austin. And I'm glad your first L this year was in Austin. That makes my year because the Longhorns beat Oklahoma in Dallas, and then in my favorite city, Dallas. And then they turn around next month and they beat the Aggies at home. And I love feeling the way I feel. Even if, no, I shouldn't say, even when the Longhorns do not make the playoffs. I don't give a crap about the playoffs. They did what they were supposed to do. They beat A&M and Oklahoma. And to a smaller degree, they put a big time spanking on Arkansas. Uh, they beat the three programs that Texas pretty much dislikes the most, and I'm so excited. But to the Aggies, to borrow and paraphrase Shaq when he was talking to Kobe, tell me how that horn tastes. Because I'm
Boss.
because I'm sure it must have hurt mighty bad.
Double pause.
Especially when you spread them. No, I'm not gonna go there.
Triple pause.
But this made my Thanksgiving night. I started talking to my cousin. This made my Thanksgiving night when I saw that A&M took their first L of 2025, and it was at the hands of Texas. That made me happy. Now, if you all think that this Longhorn fan is going to say, "Well, this should solidify Texas being the playoffs." I mean, they beat an undefeated team late in the season. It was their rival, and that should be good enough because they beat another top 10 program too. No. You ain't off the hook. You don't belong in the playoffs. You ain't going to get there.
No playoffs for you.
No playoffs for you. Be happy. Look, this is your reward for 2025. Be happy you beat Oklahoma and you got the golden hat. Be happy that you beat the Aggies because you hadn't had a chance to even beat them for a decade plus. Now you beat them 2 years in a row, and be happy about that. This is a wonderful season. You can celebrate that. You can also celebrate the fact you beat Vanderbilt, who's probably going to be in the top 15, and they may make the playoffs. Be happy you have those 3 wins in your coffers,
And get ready for the Outback Bowl.
Yeah, and they get ready for the Clap Them Cheeks Bowl. No playoffs for you.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself on that one.
That was a great bowl.
I couldn't help myself with that one. I had it.
Take a call.
I'm sorry. I had to throw one. I had to throw one across the middle for you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You had a home run with it too.
Oh,
Not a Clap Them Cheeks Bowl. All right, so Cool McCain
Talking about
had his
bowl.
focus on Georgia.
No pun intended.
No.
If it's a woman, I ain't gonna pause that.
Cool wanted to focus on the
If it's a man, I'm pause that all day long.
between Georgia and Georgia Tech.
Of course, man.
That's what I thought.
Of course, I knew Cole Johnson was going to the Battle of Texas.
Mm-hmm. Now, you served the alley-oop to me, and I knew you did that on purpose.
Ryan Day took you 4 years, and you had to go to Ann Arbor, but you finally did it. Now, Ohio State Buckeye fans don't have to crucify you, send you death threats,
and all that because
you finally beat Michigan.
Took them 5 years. 2 L's in Columbus, 2 L's in Ann Arbor before this one. Yeah.
Did they ever egg his house though?
Not just ever egg his house.
Because I know somebody who got their house egged.
They ain't even gonna do that to him. Because Coach Johnson would tell you what happened last year. They was Ohio State fans. They was disgusted with it.
Oh, they were horrified. They were horrified. They were horrified. Yeah. And I mean, you've had Nick Saban this year in the college football season actually say, quote, I'm disgusted with Ohio State fans. They actually don't realize they won a national championship. They're more disgusted that they lost to Michigan than they did winning the national championship. They got to get their priorities straight. Close quote.
And I agree with Coach Saban. Because guess what? When they was going through the playoffs, me and Coach Johnson was like, well, darn, I guess them losing to Michigan actually did them a favor.
And I'm sorry about this, Cool. This is not an attack toward the school you love, but this is akin to in basketball when North Carolina and Duke, I forgot which year it was recently, when it went off against the national semifinal.
Well, I think that was about 4 or 5 years ago when they beat.
Yeah, they beat Duke in the national final. And I know Cool is not like this, but there were many Carolina fans just like, we don't give a crap if we win a national championship. We beat Duke.
Apparently
no, it's not. They beat. No. Let me edify that for you. Ain't just they beat Duke. They retired Coach K in the final.
Yeah, they retired Coach K and beat Duke.
Even yet and still, you didn't win a championship.
Right.
You had a double-digit lead.
And had a lead in the national championship game.
Championship was retiring Coach K. That's what happened. Let's be honest.
And had a lead in the national championship game. And I'm like, okay, so you are so happy with retiring Coach K, but you still did not get the job done. Because just like Duke, you didn't right. Because just like Duke, you didn't cut out the nets either. I mean, make that make sense.
Ohio State, but they ain't cut down this, but they took home the golden trophy.
They took home the cylinder trophy, the silver cylinder.
But it's like, no, we want to beat Michigan.
Who gives a crap? You beat Michigan. Michigan wants to be where you are.
Now, guess what?
And weren't you the school that were there the year before? Shut up.
Now, what would happen if y'all go in the playoffs and y'all get beat in the playoffs? You still gonna be happy that you beat Michigan? Because you can't go back to back.
Doesn't matter. They beat Michigan.
Oh gosh. And it's probably how they would. That's probably how they would look at it. Cool. But bump us getting out. We beat the team we wanted to beat, Michigan, and we beat them in Ann Arbor.
And that's how the Cowboys feel every year. If they beat us, they're like, yeah, Dak beat the Eagles, yeah. Doesn't matter if they won a Super Bowl. Dak beat the Eagles, yeah.
Why the y'all?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I as much fun as I have at Oklahoma's and Texas A&M's expense,
I
I'm
can
not
tell
going to
you. I can
go
tell you
ahead.
this right now. Even though Texas beat A&M, let A&M win the national championship.
It
Coach
would
Johnson is going
suck.
off. That
It
no
would
other team
royally
could beat
suck.
Texas A&M.
Right. It would royally suck. I was like, and the
Cole, so
same with
wait the
Oklahoma.
fuck.
Stop them two schools. Don't have either one of them hoist that crappy trophy.
Cole, there's no way that could happen because you beat Texas A&M,
Right.
so it's okay if they win the championship
And
because you
that's the
beat them.
stupid logic
Hey.
that I don't like with fans. That's the exact stupid logic I can't stand with fans. I'm like, yeah, they won.
Yeah, we
They,
beat the
yeah,
national champions.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
national champion, but we beat them. Shut
Yeah, we
up.
beat them. Yeah.
Come
Yeah,
on.
you beat them, but you ain't have a say at them stopping them from winning it.
Right. I'm like, come on. Yeah,
But we beat them.
we
Yeah.
beat. Yeah, we we beat them.
Yeah.
Y'all, shut
Yeah.
y'all behind
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Shut y'all behind up. Oh, Lord.
Like,
Jeez.
come on, man. They're
Just
basically saying,
stupid logic,
"Hey,
man. Stupid
Florida
logic.
beat Florida State, but Florida State won it. But Florida State won a goddamn championship. You think I'm happy about that? No.
Why are you
Nor
not
should you.
playmaker? You beat them. Yeah.
I don't care." Now in this case, now this year, I think Florida fans will take this win over Florida State because the second time out of 3 years, if I remember right, Coach Johnson, we the reason why Florida State can't go to a bowl game,
Yeah. No, you're correct.
and yet they still keeping Mike Novell for another year.
I'll be honest with you. Even if they had to beat y'all, they weren't gonna put them in that playoff. They were gonna say the same crap they said. Even though they won the game, yeah. Yeah.
But
Y'all.
shout out to Miami. They went to Acrisure Stadium and handled business against Pitt. The reason why Pitt ain't playing this weekend is because of Miami.
There's a small slither of very small, like 1% slither of happiness for that. And that's just the petty in me.
Diego Pavia and the Commodores, or as Coach Johnson would like to refer to them as,
The dentists, lawyers, and doctors.
A school full of doctors, lawyers, and engineers.
they went to Knoxville and in the second half decided to put their foot up Tennessee's you know what.
Yeah, they literally ran them out of Neyland Stadium. It was impressive just to see how it was impressive to see how 100,000 people can be quiet so hard, because in the middle of the third quarter on, Vanderbilt just dominated Tennessee, and you had that feeling. The building had the feeling, oh, this is going to be just like how most of these games go. Tennessee's going to blow the brakes off of Vanderbilt. We get to enjoy beating the team that we played last game of the year, as we always do. And yeah, we get to wait to see if we either qualify for playoffs, or if we get or if we get the rocker or we get the hum on the joystick bowl.
Rivalry week went for the two of us. Thanks to the doctors, lawyers, and engineers, which I'm actually surprised that Co actually picked them.
That was even Stevens.
And I say, Pitt, if you want to make this the Burke, you have to beat Miami. You couldn't do it. Matter of fact, you could even scratch Miami.
Cole, I can't say the word I want to say. You re-negroed on what we said earlier in the season. That's why you didn't win. What did we say about Arizona? What did we say about Arizona, Cole? Can't trust them. Won't trust them. Can't do it. Won't do it. And you did it.
Well, unfortunately, I had to pick one of them Arizona schools because I trust neither one
Arizona
of them.
State, we always said, don't trust Arizona State.
You're right. Oh, man. Yeah, you're right. I re-negroed on that one. You're right.
And yes, he did pick the Aggies over the Lords.
Yeah, because they were bull.
No, I can't blame
Yeah, because they were full of bull. I can't even say what I want to say.
you.
In Athens,
Bull crap.
yes,
Hey,
yeah, they were full of bull spit in Athens.
I told you I was going down with the ship, so
I've been saying if he
I'm going down with a W though.
You going
if he
down?
hadn't trusted the Sun Devils, he would have won.
Yeah, you're right.
He trusted the Sun Devils.
You're right. And they took that L. But for you, Playmaker, pause.
I was gonna say that one for you, sir. I heard it.
I thought
It
you
was on my
did.
lips. I was like, I'm gonna just say that.
You got one, I got a triple pause, so we still ain't even.
Cole probably should have got a quadruple.
You had to go
pause.
triple pause on me. That's sad, man.
Yeah, he probably should have got a quadruple and a triple and a quadruple.
We definitely could have won quadruple, but me and Cool was like, we just gonna leave it right here at the triple part and be done.
All I said
Yeah,
was,
it was,
all I was tell her the horde days. That's all I said.
you said a little bit more than that, sir.